you can do the analytical part. If you're going to do the analytical part, definitely make sure you have a duo who can feed off of that energy that you throw back, because it's good to ask questions to your partner if you're analytical, and also questions to the stream. So definitely make sure you figure out which one you want to be, either analytical or play-by-play. So we'll get more to that later. We got Coma versus Hyde. Now, this matchup is definitely going to be a little hard, because with Hyde, if you want to be a good Hyde player, the biggest thing for him is, of course, you have, I know it's going to be that for everyone, you have to know your matchup, but I honestly feel it's a bigger thing when it comes to Hyde, because he has to rush down, and especially against Vatista like this, because you have to rush down Vatista when Vatista has the zoning capabilities to pretty much decimate you from afar. All right, so here we go. We got Coma with this nice little BNB crystal setups. He drops it, but that's fine. They're both trying to bait out some attacks to get some grid right now, because they both want to win that grid. And Coma gets the instant overhead, sitting at 140 meter at the moment as he corner carries Taicus over. He drops it again. Coma having a few drop combos at the moment. It looks like that loss against Ray might have shaken him up just a tad bit. All right, and then we go. Hyde goes for the EX Fireball, which has a lot of nice hit stun and lockdown, but Coma's able to get out of it and shift the sides, and he's able to try and apply more of his own block string. And now we have Taicus trying to take his turn, and then back and forth. Taicus CS is trying to go for a 2-2A. And now Coma's sitting in a nice little sweet spot as he just fires some layers, and Taicus just tries his best to try and get it, and he connects with ones, a nice Assault C, tries to go for some delayed Rekkas, CS's to try and make himself safe, which he in fact does, and now we're just playing a neutral game. And right now Taicus has to try and go in and get some damage, because with 5 seconds left on the clock, and he's able to do that with the overhead. He gets it with the delayed Rekkas. He's still hitting Coma. Oh my goodness, time up! Coma, what are you doing? My guy Hyde just came back, but Coma needs to play a lot more defensively. And like, I know Coma knew what, like, the time on that at the moment, that's why he was backing up, but he needs to make sure that this match is not done. You can still get caught with these things, as he just did. And now Taicus is taking that momentum as he has Coma in the corner, supplying those block strings. He CS's sitting at about 200 meter, and he tries to go for that EX Fireball and follow it, but then Coma's able to see a flash kick and knock him out, and now they're both fighting back over neutral as Taicus throws in some fireballs. And now Coma goes in with that 6-6-C, and now he's applying his trusty dusty old crystal setup, goes for Veil Off, doesn't get the grid break though, but he is able to get the Veil Off. But with that, unless he does something now, Hyde is going to win the grid war, but let's see what happens, because right now Coma's decimating with the combos in the corner, still with Veil Off, and with that, unfortunately, it just was not enough to make him win Vorpal. And so right now, win the grid war, and right now Hyde goes in with the Hyde tries to go in and tries to cover his tracks with the EX Fireball with that 6-6-C for the cross up, but then Coma hits him with that flash kick, and then Coma is able to take home that win. So right now it is both of these fools are going back and forth. I love this right now, guys. And now we got our boy Hyde going in with the combos. He doesn't delay the Rekkas this time. He tries to go for the Tiger Knee Fireball, but it doesn't help. And then Coma gets him with the air attack, meets him head on, and now he ties the turn, got him in the corner, and now Hyde is trying to go for some shielding to try and get some Vorpal back to win the grid war. But Coma gets that overhead, and he is now just applying that damage. And he has 200 meter. Hashtag spin that meter, Coma. You got to do it. You have Vorpal with that extra 10%. Hashtag spin that meter, man. Come on, what you doing? He CS's, applies more block strings, and Hyde is just trying to figure out when he can take his turn, because it's just a little hard. He CS's, and he's finally able to see some daylight, and he goes in, and he is going in. He gets the 6-6-C. He misses the delayed Rekka and goes for another EX Fireball. He goes in with the 3-C, goes in with the Assault B, and he is finally able to get in, gets it with the ball back, 6-6-C, goes in for the delayed Rekkas. CS is in the midair, tries to go for another CS. Coma tries the flash kick. It doesn't help. He gets completely punished, and now Hyde takes on that win, putting another one on the board, bringing this 1-0. Oh my God, guys, watching a Hyde player go toe-to-toe with the Vatista is just, I am giddy as a schoolgirl right now. I'm learning so much. Oh my goodness. I'm just learning so much. Okay, so we're going into this next one. It's 1-0. Taicus leading right now in our losers finals. Taicus having a very nice neutral game, throwing out those fireballs to keep Coma on his toes. Now Coma takes his turn, commentator's curse again, because now Taicus goes in with the 6-6-C, goes in with his Rekkas, he CS's, and then tries to go for a 2-2-A. All right, both of them staring each other down, trying to get a feel as to what they're going to do. Throws out the Orbiters and goes on the Dark Lotus, tries to go for just a 5-C. CS's to make himself safe after the 2-2-A, and now he's able to get some delayed Rekkas, tries to get in the corner still, tries to get some those nice 2-way corner starters, just applying his block strings, goes for that nice special cancel after the 6-6-C, and he's able to catch Coma off guard with that 2-2-A. All right, and this is currently, I know this is not match point. It's best 3 out of 5 when winners and losers finals. So right now, it could still be anyone's game. Coma could come back, but at the moment we're seeing right now, our Hyde player is definitely giving Coma a run for his money. But as I'm saying this, Coma is definitely able to try to come back. He has he won the grid battle. He has that extra 10%. CS cashes out, and then Hyde is going to completely veil off and then shatter Coma's grid break, guaranteeing his Vorpal for the next cycle. But now Coma's getting his bearings run, sitting at 200 meter, trying to go for some attacks. And then Taicus goes for the 2B starter, and he's able to corner carry Coma into the corner, and now he tries to go for some more block screens to try and see if he can't open them out. He can't do too much right now as he loses the grid war and only sitting at 20 meter. So right now he's gonna have to either play defensively or try and get in as many block screens as he can to use Hyde's passes to try and get the chip damage, just to whittle his health down a little bit. With 35 seconds on the clock, we have Coma that has a tremendous life lead at the moment, and Hyde just has to try and find the way, and he's unable as he tries to do the 2-3-6 Dark Lotus in the midair, and which allows Coma to open him up in the air. Coma uses his cash, spends it, and he's able to take Taicus out, bringing this 1-1 for this set. All right, folks, all right. Started the next set. Both of them going to be very cautious of one another at the moment. Hyde going in. He is going to win the grid battle. No, I lied. Coma is able to charge up a bit, pray into the Sun God well, and he takes Vorpal, adding that extra 10%. And they're both sitting almost about 100+ meter at the moment. With Coma at 100, Coma with winning Vorpal, he CS's out and tries to go for an assault, but I don't know how that 2A hit him, but it's fine. Hyde goes in for an EX22C, and now Coma takes his turn to apply those block screens. He gets the low, but he drops it, and he's not able to continue anything. Goes for the EX laser, which is going to leave Coma plus, but then on reaction, Taicus is able to hit him with the fireball, but then Coma hits him another with the reaction with the, the flash kick. All right, CS's, tries to go for the 660, gets the fireball, goes for 660 again, hits the delayed wreckers. He's not going to continue the combo there, but he's fine. He gets him with the dead set haze, gets him in the corner, gets him with the hit stun, hits him with the overhead charge. Now Coma being as patient as possible with 30 seconds left on the clock, but he's definitely going to have to attack because Taicus is sitting with the life lead, and Taicus is able to open them up and hit the damage, and he gets it. And now we're going to take a nice little pan of the Coma. Coma's just like, all right, I see this guy. This guy thinks he's hot stuff. Okay, a Hyde player, a rest down character. Get me, catching me slipping one Vatista game. It's all right. Everyone gets one, as Spider-Man always says. It's fine. He's got it. And look at the adorable smile on Coma's face. He's like, you got this, man. I see you. I see you. So we're going into this 2-0 at the moment. Taicus leading with a phenomenal lead. Will Taicus be able to just completely 3-0 Coma and knock him out? And will we see a Hyde in grand finals for the first time and who knows how god long? I hope so. Holy boy. All right, so with 80 seconds left on the clock, both of our players are just fighting over neutral. Vatista currently has Vorpal, and on the next cycle, it looks as though Hyde is going to win the grid war to get his Vorpal. And Hyde is just trying to get in with the run-up stop blocks, and then he gets caught with the tick throw and gets grid broken, and now this is going to guarantee Coma winning Vorpal, and then he is going to have those B&B sets up. He almost drops it, but Taicus falls he techs right into the crystal, which Coma is able to pick up on. All right, Coma having a phenomenal life lead. Now Taicus has to get in there. He has to do some damage. He tries to 6-6C, but he is hit by that orb. And now, in all honesty, if Coma wanted to, he could just sit there and play defensively, but he jumps in the air and goes for a nice little orb to the face and says, I'm taking this. If I remember correctly, it's $40 on Steam. I think because of Golden Week, if they're still doing that, it's like $19 on PS4. If you want to play on PS4, that is. But anyway, I'm on PS4, so if you're trying to throw hands, trying to catch his fade, let's go. But anyway. All right, with 74 seconds left on the clock, both of our we got Vatista with the okay-ish life lead at the moment, but then Coma opens him up with the low, and he's able to start and convert off with the crystal setups. He gets the veil off, gets the wall bounce, but doesn't break his grid yet. All right, now Hyde is going to have to try and throw in a lot of block chains to try and just dwindle that veil off meter. Coma throws out an EX Fireball, and now that doesn't help because Hyde catches him slipping. He goes in with his records just to get him in the corner. He tries to 5C. Coma immediately CS it and then hits him with that flash kick. not looking good for Taicus at the moment right now because with 33 seconds left on the clock, Coma still has a phenomenal life lead with a good amount of resource. Goes in for the dash C, goes in with the low C, and he takes on that win. And now Coma finally puts a number on the board, bringing this 2-1. So it's definitely not almost. Coma's definitely not down and out. I feel as though Coma is starting to adapt to the Hyde game because even though Hyde doesn't have a lot of mix-up in his kits, if you're still playing a character for the first time or you just don't really play a character that you know of too often, I can understand where he's coming from not knowing a few of Hyde's gimmicks. All right, so he tries to go for the Tiger Knee Dark Lotus, but then he gets immediately flash kicked and just swatted out of the air. All right, he CS's and then goes for the DP. Nice, because his highest DP on Starter Flames is inbound, so that was a very good option on Taicus' part. All right, Taicus has a slight life lead, so Coma's definitely going to have to go in and get some damage in. Taicus CS's, and he goes for the Palebringer. Oh boy, that's nice, that's nice. Goes in for the EX Fireball to add the lockdown, and he goes for just like 5 2As in a row, and he's able to open up Coma on like the 4th. All right, tries to go for 3C, tries to go for the dead set haze for the knockback, and just applying pressure with his fireballs, and he's still getting that chip damage on Coma. Goes for the Dark Lotus Explosion delayed, and he's not going to chip out, but he is still applying that pressure into Coma. Hits him with that 2-2A, and the reason that hit is because that 2-2A needs to be blocked on point blank range, because that's really going to hurt. All right, so Coma's going to EX Laser, which is going to leave him plus to continue his pressure on the Taicus. Tries to go for an overhead, quick overhead even, but then Taicus gets an immediate grab on that, hits him with the 3C, and gets the wall bounce, hits him with the delay wrecker, hits him with the Palebringer. He's going to have Vorpal, that extra 10%. He backs off, hits him with the 3B, goes in with the delay wreckers again. Will he convert? No, he's going to let it drop. Tries to, and he goes for the charge overhead, gets on the CS's, gets it with the 2-1-4 wreckers again. And he's going to apply just more pressure. Seeing at 100 meter, he hits him with that last minute with the last of the delayed Rekka, and he is able to take that win home, and he just knocks Coma out.